Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to render this Scandinavian style living room. This is our final rendering. This is the preview in D5. Before we get started, I want to show you all the lights I'm using. And first we have a HDR ambient lights. And then we have two rectangular lights as the main light source. And then we have multiple spotlights above the furniture. And then we have point lights. And that's all the lights we need. Okay, I'm going to close this file and we can start from scratch. Okay, let's start the file render. Create a new project. Create a new scene. And save the project. First, let's adjust the camera. Go to fly mode and change its movement speed to 1. Then we can adjust the camera view. And change the camera to 2-point perspective. And we can adjust the camera. And let's update this view. Zoom out to check the default environment. As we can see, we have a green terrain and a blue sky. I'm gonna delete this terrain. And let's go back to the view. First, we want to use a custom HDR for the ambient lighting. Let's go to custom and select this Pure Studio 6 and update. Right now the lights coming from the left side. We can have a look. But we want the light coming from this window. So I'm going to change this material to a cloth material so the lights can pass through this window. And let's change this to cloth material. Simple as that. But also we want to change the roughness to 1 for the fabric material. Let's go to effect and turn off auto exposure and lower the exposure to a really low value. And update the scene. Now it's time to create the main lights. Let's zoom out and create a rectangular light here. Move it to the center of the window. Rotate it. And then resize. We want to make sure the light is bigger than our window. Let's move it out a little bit. Go back to the view. As we can see, the range of these lights can only go to here. So we want to maximize its range. Let's go to radius. Attenuation radius, maximize this value. You can see the difference. The next step is just copy these lights inside the window. Just shift and drag. Resize these lights. and change its intensity to 15. Now we are ready to create spotlights above furniture. Select spotlight and put it above this chair. Move it up and change its color temperature to a warm color and intensity to 50. And we can go to the top view and change to wireframe. So we can copy this spotlight multiple times. Just one above the table, one above this chair, one above this vegetation, and one above the sofa, another one here. And we can group all those spotlights together. Let's move it up a little bit. Okay. And also we need to create a point light inside this light. Create a point light. Put it here and move it inside the lights. And change its intensity to low value, maybe 1. Also, we want to change this material to a cloth material. Okay, that's all the lights we need. Now we can adjust the exposure. And change the highlight exposure and suppress the whitest part in our image. And also increase the shadow exposure, so the darkest part of our image will be brighter. And also increase the contrast to 0.2. We also need to apply a LUT. And let's go to custom one and select this one and change its intensity to a lower value, like 0.2, and update the scene. Now we are ready to adjust the materials. First, select the ceiling and change its roughness to 1. And select the paint on the wall and change its roughness to 1. For paint on the ceiling or on the wall, we just need to adjust the roughness to 1. Simple as that. Now let's select the carpet and change its roughness to 1. For any like carpet, fabric or cloth, we just change its roughness to 1. And then for the carpet, we can also add a normal map. Select fabric and use this one and change its value to 1. Can you see the difference? For the final rendering, we will just use 0.2. We use this normal map to create the bumpiness of the carpet. Now we can select this curtain. Let's change its roughness to 1. And maybe it's too dark now. We can increase the brightness a little bit. Okay. Select this fabric and change its roughness to 1. And this one. Also, this cloth. And the pillow roughness to 1. And do the same for this pillow. And also this pillow. We can select this part. Right now it's too dark. We can change its roughness to 1 and change its brightness to 5 or 6 to make it brighter. And also select the buttons and change its base color and make it darker. We don't want those buttons stand out too much, so we will just lower its brightness. Now we can go back to the view, and we can select the vegetation and change its material to foliage. We can do the same for all those vegetation. Change to foliage, and also this one, foliage, and this one, foliage, and change the cactus to foliage. And as for this pendant light, we can just use a white color, and we can go to change this to custom and color to pure white. Let's go use pure white, and then change roughness to 0. Now let's adjust the glass. Glass material is really simple. You just need to change its base color to a pure white, and then opacity to 0, so it will be 100% transparent. Now we can just copy this glass material and apply it to other glass material. This one, and this one, this one, and also this one. Select those legs, and we can use a metal material. Let's change to a premium gold color. Change this metallic to 1 and roughness to 0. And then we can adjust the base color to a gold color. Okay. Now we just need to copy this material and apply it to the pendant light. And also copy this material and apply it to these legs. And select those legs for the couch, and we can change this to stainless steel. Change this to pure white and adjust the metallic to 1 and roughness to 0. Now I want to change those supports for the table to black color, and we can just adjust this to a black color. Okay. Also, we want to use this glass, apply it to the table top. And this sculpture is too dark. We can adjust its brightness, make it a little brighter. And also, this will be glass. Let's just copy this material, add it to here. And as for the frame for the photo, we can just increase its brightness. Right now it's just too dark. We can copy this material and apply it to this one. Go back to the view. And select the vases. Select this one and change its roughness to 0. This one to 0. And also let's increase its brightness. And also we want to change this material to stainless steel. Just change roughness to 1 and metallic to change roughness to 0 and metallic to 1. And then we can adjust the base color to a pure color, pure white. Now let's fine-tune the exposure. Update the scene so we can see all the changes here. And let's take a look. The color is a little too bright now, so we want to reduce its brightness. You can just use this one, base color, and make it darker. Okay. Now we are ready to export this rendering. Let's go to Image, select aspect ratio and 2K, and export. And this is our final rendering. You can download the SketchUp model, HDR, LUTs, and normal map on my Patreon. That's all for today. I see you next time. Goodbye.